Hey everyone. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to factor this trinomial x squared plus bx plus c when c is positive. So if you look right here, there's a plus sign there, so we know that c is positive. Okay, so let me give you an example of a trinomial where c is positive. Okay. So let's look at this one. So x squared plus 6x plus 8. Okay, if you look at this, you can tell that c equals 8. Okay, or I'm sorry, 8 equals c. 6 is b. And so I guess we can go on from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up. I'm going to rewrite it up here. Oops, sorry. Okay, x squared plus 6x plus 8. Okay, so now our pattern looks like this, where we have our x's right there. Okay, and now we have to figure out, will our signs be positive, okay, both positive or both negative? Now this is how we can figure it out. When you look at c, so c in this case is positive 8, you want to think of two factors where when you multiply them, you'll get positive 8, and when you add them together, you'll get positive 6. Okay, now remember, you can multiply a negative times a negative and get a positive. You can also multiply a positive and get a positive. Now, in this case, because our b is positive, that means that our signs will both be positive. Okay, so it's like positive times positive will give us a positive answer. Okay, so now we have to think of two different numbers. Like I said, when we multiply it, we get x. When we multiply it, we get 8. But when we add them, we get 6. Okay, so let's think of different factors of 8. Okay, we could multiply, 1 times 8, 1 times 8. Okay, that will give us 8. But if we add 1 plus 8, that equals 9. And remember, we want to find two factors, and when we add them, they equal 6. So we know that we can't plug 1 and 8 in here. So we can think of maybe two other factors. Okay, so we've got 2 and 4. Okay, so 2 times 4, that does in fact give us 8, and then 2 plus 4 gives us 6, and there's 6. So we know that we can plug these in. That'll be a 2. This will be a 4, or vice versa. This could be a 4. This could be a 2. Okay. Okay, so that was easy. Let me give you a different one. Okay, c is still going to be positive, but b is going to be negative. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's positive, but that's negative. That's okay. Okay, here's our factoring pattern. Here are the x's. Now remember, we can have two negatives or two positives. Remember, a positive times a positive gives us a positive, or a negative times a negative can also give us a positive. But in this case, because our b is negative, our signs will probably be negative as well. Okay, so let's think of two different factors. We could do negative. If we did -1, right? If we put the 1 in there, times -15, that does give us positive 15. But if we add them, So -1 plus -15, that gives us -16. Okay, we want -8. Okay, so we know that -1 and -15, not the case. Okay. Okay, we could try -3 times -5. Okay, does that give us +15? Sure does. And then let's try adding them together. Okay, -3 plus -5 sure does give us -8. So now we know that this is -3 and then -5. Okay.